What's up, friends? Your girl Kickin on Quela, and I am back with another video, guys. I am back, and I am back. So, y'all seen that title, and y'all seen that thumbnail. Well, y'all seen that title, because the thumbnail, yeah. I'm coming to you guys today, just basically talking to you guys about, like, a little discussion that I had with my husband the other day, y'all. So, as y'all know, the other day I had went to go take my glucose test and stuff like that. And what was so crazy was when I was sitting in the lobby taking my glucose test, this girl and her mama had walked in. Y'all, so the girl had to be like 15, 16 years old, like pregnant as ever, y'all. Like, I'm like, wow. So I'm look, I just glanced at her and stuff like that because we were waiting, and I was waiting in the lobby and stuff. And I just glanced at her like, wow, like this girl really like young as ever. Like she's young. And of course, like she was basically saying like, hey, and I just looked at her. That I wasn't like staring at her or whatever like that. I was just looking at her, whatever. And she was basically saying, like, telling her mama, like, hey, everybody's sitting there looking at her and stuff like that, this, that, and the other. And her mama was like, just being all rude and snotty, like, girl, because her mama was telling her, like, basically the glucose test gonna be next. She was like, girl, this test gonna be next, all this other stuff, the drink. So, as I'm hearing her, whatever, I'm on my phone. And she, like, her mama was like, I don't give a F, let them look, all this other stuff. Like, just ghetto and rude as ever. So I'm like, yeah, So she was basically saying like the next person, she was like the next person that look at you, funny, that you feel that look at you funny. Asked them what the F they looking at, all this other stuff. Like, girl, you doing the mom, and this the mama talking like that, like you doing way too freaking much, like you doing way too much. And I'm not sure who she was talking about that was looking at her, because everybody was obviously looking at her, whatever like that, like, you got your daughter up in here, young as ever, pregnant as ever, for one. And I was telling my husband, like, I couldn't believe what I had. I couldn't believe it because, like I said, like, when I was 15, 16 years old, honey, I was not thinking about no dang on babies. I was not, like, what? I was barely, thinking about some dang on boys, honestly. Like, I wasn't even, like, not that I was gay or nothing like that, because that was never the case. It's the fact that, I was just, just chilling, being a teenager. I felt like as if, like, a lot of stuff like that could be, like, prevented if people learn how to just, like, put their kids on birth control type stuff. And for one, like, the mom was, like, very snotty about everything, like, just very loud and ghetto about everything, saying, like, let the MFers look, all this other stuff. I don't care who looking, all this other stuff. Which she shouldn't care, because that's your daughter, that's your granddaughter, I'm assuming. Whatever it is that she pregnant with a boy, I don't care. But it's the fact that I don't know. I don't know. I just can't believe like this generation it's just a lot of stuff that people, parents shouldn't approve of. Like, a lot of stuff like that should be avoided, that people parents putting their kids on birth control and stuff like that. And he was basically saying like he don't think that was like a good idea, this, that, and the other. He said he don't think like birth control at that age is a good idea, for the simple fact that that's giving these kids a leeway to have sex and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, you kind of right, but then at the same time, what if they, end up pregnant and stuff like that? Because, you shouldn't have to worry about what nobody be saying about you in the first place. That's for start. But then again, at the same time, it's the whole fact that people be so quick and mad that somebody looking at their kid wrong with this, that, and the other, or just wondering, like, how that happened and stuff. Well, obviously, how that happened. But, just stuff like that, I think a lot of stuff like that should be avoided if people just learn how to put their kids on birth control. And I don't know, child. I just be wondering, like, what's this generation going to today? Because, honey, I was not, like, thinking about none of that stuff when I was in high school or middle school. I was not thinking about none of that stuff. I really wasn't. Like, what? I don't know. But my mama put me on birth control like when I was about 16, 17 years old. And not that I was doing anything, because I wasn't. It's the fact that, you know, just in case. But my mama, I guess she didn't probably believe me when I told her I wasn't having sex, which I wasn't. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because me, my scary self, I'd be scared. I'm scared to bring home. I was scared to bring home any kids, any baby. And not the fact that because I was still staying with my mom, it's the simple fact that, you know, I'm just, baby, I wasn't ready for those kind of responsibilities. Like, I wasn't. And so, yeah, so that's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, this generation nowadays is like very different from when I was when I was in school. And I just graduated 2015, so I know that's not much of a big difference. Like, you know, as far as the years, consider that we only in 2023. But it's the fact that, you know, a lot of parents just give their kids a lot of leeway and stuff like that. And especially for these girls, like a lot of leeway. And I don't be honey bad. Like, I'm so thankful that maybe after all, I'm glad that God didn't, you know, I'm glad that I don't have a girl, because the simple fact the baby back, it couldn't be mine. So I told him, so you said it's not right for the parents to put the kid on birth control, this, that, and the other. So what if the daughter come home pregnant? Then what? You got a daughter, what if she come home pregnant? All because you want to put her on birth control. Not to say that birth control is, you know, very effective, which is not, because birth control can be, you know, you can still get pregnant on birth control. That's how I got pregnant. But I was fully grown as well. But he was basically saying, like, then at that point, that's when, you know, you can go the other route. We're going to, he gonna, you know, go the other route with taking the kid to the clinic. The parents should take the kid. I'm like, yeah, but you would rather spend all that money for a clinic versus you actually taking your kid to the doctor and putting them on birth control, and bam, you ain't got to worry about it at all. Like, you don't got to worry about it. 9 times out of 10, they get pregnant one time, boom, they get pregnant again. Like, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, once you're already pregnant, you're going to get pregnant again. So, yeah, it's like, baby back, I don't be, And these parents be like so quick to like want to catch an attitude and stuff like that, saying like, and not to be so judgmental or whatever like that, because me, I'm not the type to judge at all. I know stuff happens, life happens, situations happen. I already know. But I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, people, if you already struggling to take care of your kids that you got on your own, why turn around and, you know, just think it's okay for you to want to be, not to say that family was struggling, because I don't know their situation, I don't know their circumstances, but, you know, I turn around and want to have your kid get pregnant and stuff like that. It's not like it's the mama fault or the, you know, the parent fault, but it's, baby, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I told Isaiah, like, baby, that to prevent all of that, I would definitely be putting, I would definitely put my daughter on birth control, because, like, we're not finna do that. And stuff happened younger than that. Like I said, that girl, she was just like only 14, she was only like 15, 16. That's how old she looked to me. Which I know that's how old she was, but she probably was a little younger than that. You know, nowadays, these girls be looking older than what they really are. So, yeah, that's probably another reason why she was ashamed and stuff like that. And when I looked at her, I just took a glance at her, and she basically told her mom, like, everybody keeps standing at her and stuff like that. I guess she felt like ashamed and stuff like that, but her mama was like, I don't know. Her mama was saying something, and she just caught an attitude saying, well, I don't know why these people keep on looking at me like snotty and stuff like that. The girl was snotty as well, the one that was pregnant. I'm like, girl, you about to have a whole lot of other stuff to worry about versus you trying to catch an attitude and worried about somebody looking at you. Babe, you got other bigger fish to fry, because that ain't right at all. It couldn't, my daughter, baby back. And I'm not gonna say it couldn't be me, because, you know, you can't never say never, because, you know, that's not never the case with me. I'm never gonna fix my mouth and say, yeah, it couldn't be mine, it couldn't be one of mine, because it can be one of yours. Like, but then again, I'm gonna prevent it from happening to put mine on birth control if I did ever have a daughter. But in that case, I'm not having one because your girl not having no more kids after, you know, after August, I'm not having no more kids. So in this case, I don't even got to worry about that, honey. Like, I'm good. Now, me worried about my boys on the other hand, child. Whew. But I ain't got to worry about them because I'm going to teach them. I'm going to let them know. Y'all better not be out here trying to dip and dive and everything, getting these girls pregnant. I'm going to definitely teach my boys that. Because I know they going to, you know, have sex and do stuff regardless because they boys, you know. I mean, they kids, they boys. But I'm going to let mine know. Don't be out here because, baby, who's taking care of them? Now, if you grown, then that's a different story. If you grown and, you know, got out, you know, if you grown and stuff like that, that's a different story. You ain't about to be up in school talking about you finna have a break, coming home talking about, Mama, I got a girl pregnant. But, baby, you got a who? Baby back. Not up in my house, you ain't. So, yeah, I'm back. I had to go run in and get some pizza. But, yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna definitely warn them basically, like, y'all better not bring no dang on. We're not about to do that, honey. Y'all bringing some kids home. But I'm just glad that I really don't have to, you know, deal with that because, you know, like I said, I got boys and I don't have to deal with that. I really don't because, you know, you like boys can come home pregnant. It's just, you know, you just gotta worry about them. But I'm gonna still give my boys that prep talk about, you know, pregnancy, you know, and, you know, diseases, you know, condoms. I'm gonna get them that talk, and, you know, just to let them know, like, you know, this ain't. And I'm not saying it like I'm being very a judgmental person, because that's not the case at all. I'm, you know, nowhere near judgmental at all. But I just feel like if people should have a different kind of attitude when they just feel like as if, you know. Yeah, people staring at you, but then it's the attitude that you got. I don't know why all these them have to stand at me, this, that, and the other, and the mama just, you know, edging it on. The next time whoever look at you, just tell them ask them what the F they look, you know, stuff like that, trifling, nasty attitudes. And I be thinking like, I was thinking like, y'all know exactly why these people looking at y'all. And not that y'all should care, but y'all know exactly why they looking at y'all for start. And then for two, why y'all gotta like, you know, just be all nasty with it. Like, I be looking like child bad. Honestly, when I was staying with my mama or whatever like that, I honestly stopped taking it because, you know, I wasn't doing anything. Like, excuse me, I don't know if my mama didn't believe me that I wasn't doing anything. Oh, that's the wrong way. I wasn't having sex or nothing, so me being on birth control basically pointless. It really was. But I just still, you know, got on it because, you know, when I did give me a little boo and whatever like that, you know, I gave me a little boo or whatever, you know, we were doing stuff from time to time, but, you know, it wasn't nothing too major. But, you know, it's always the small things that can get you pregnant. I ain't got time to be bringing home no babies. Like, what? And I'm about to go ahead in this vlog right here, y'all. I was just basically talking to y'all while I was driving. Y'all, you know, y'all keeping me company and stuff like that. So, yeah. Make sure you guys comment pin cards down below because you know that's your girl favorite color. Also, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so y'all can be notified when your girl Kickin or Quela drop these bangers because they coming for us in 2023, and that's what? Period, y'all. Period. And I'm going to see you guys in another video.